Happy Halloween, everybody! I hope this video is spooky enough for everyone watching. I'm your host, Youssef, and these are 10 scary Halloween stories that will make you stay home. Make sure to subscribe and ring that bell to get notified whenever we upload a new video. Anyways, let's go trick-or-treating. Number 10, Beyond Repair. Edward was a man who once created and constructed his own ideal home. He spent a long time residing there before he passed away. After a new family moved in, they began to feel as though someone was watching them every time they entered the basement, which had previously housed Edward's private study. The father of the new family made the decision one day to mend an old jacket that all the local tailors had assured him could not be fixed. He proceeded to the old study, set his jacket down on a chair, and looked through the old desk to see if anything might be used to repair it. However, he was unable to locate a key anywhere, and the drawers were all locked. When he returned the following morning, the jacket was mended, all the drawers were open, and the key was on the desk. Number 9, Teddy Wants to Play. Together, 4 young ladies moved into an ancient New England flat, the kind with the long dark corridor and the creaky floorboards. One of the roommates discovered her favorite stuffed teddy bear was gone a month after they moved there. None of the other people claimed to have seen it or touched it. After several weeks passed, she nearly forgot about her teddy until an odd event occurred. Her animal companion was sitting on the top shelf of one of the closets they barely ever used when she opened the door. Her roommates all vowed they were clueless as to how it had occurred. Now she is aware of the exact location of the teddy bear in case it disappears for a few days. Number 8, Us Three, the Both of Us. Josh and Dan, 2 young men in their 20s, went camping in the New Mexico desert together. The only items they had brought with them were food, sleeping bags, and firewood. They looked up at the starry night sky and fell asleep after preparing dinner. But the trip's beauty and tranquility were fleeting. Josh was shocked out of sleep in the wee hours of the morning by what sounded like Dan's agitated voice. The voice said, "Come here, quick, look!" It sounded artificial, like a flawless repeat. Josh moved forward a few paces, when he was suddenly seized from behind. He spun around to see Dan gesturing to Josh to be quiet with a finger in front of his mouth. After rolling their sleeping bags, they departed. They're still unsure of who or what was attempting to entice Josh into the desert. Number 7, Running Water. A young bachelor at the beginning of his career became very successful very quickly, so he bought himself a house. He heard the sound of running water when he woke up one morning. When he hurried to the bathroom, he discovered that the bathtub tap was blasting away. This bothered him, as he lived alone. It occurred once more a week later, but this time it affected every tap in the house rather than just one. The young man made a repairman's appointment to mend the water damage and pipes. However, it came out that the pipes were in good condition. The local repairman looked noticeably shaken. "What's up?" inquired the bachelor. The repairman stated, "The woman who lived here before you drowned in that bathtub." Number 6, Crime Doesn't Pay. Jen would have a snack from the same convenience store every day after school. She eventually grew close to Lucy, the cashier. One day, Jen asked Lucy how she would stop someone if they tried to steal from the business, since she was curious. "Oh, nobody ever steals anything from here twice," Lucy retorted. "The shop won't permit them to." Even though Jen didn't understand what that meant, she ignored it. When Jen returned to the store at the beginning of the following school week, she saw Lucy chatting with some police officers. It seems that after robbing the store, a man's automobile unexpectedly failed to brake, sending it hurtling off a cliff. Police questioned Lucy about her knowledge of the events. "No," she replied. "I was restocking the rear chamber. I had no idea he had entered. Nobody takes something twice." Number 5, Powers Beyond Belief. The parents of Inaya emigrated to the US from Pakistan. Inaya's father was engaged to another woman before their marriage. He ended the arranged marriage since he didn't like the idea of being married. The village was abuzz with rumors that the woman had taken to black magic, and she had gone completely insane. One day, she even ran straight up to him in the street and screamed that she had cursed his oldest son to passing away before he would become a man. In actuality, the eldest son, Inaya's older brother, passed away on his 18th birthday in a car accident. Number 4, Don't Be Rude Now. Adults were having a dinner party one evening. There was a sudden knock at the door as the 6 of them had just settled into their chairs. When the woman throwing the dinner party opened the door to see who it might be, she saw no one. She told her guests someone must have realized they had the wrong address. However, there was a 7th plate set when they all returned their focus to the table. One of the men questioned, "Was that there before?" "I think I accidentally set up an extra place," the hostess remarked. After taking it back to the kitchen, she came back to find another plate with a glass next to it. The other visitors hadn't noticed anything odd. They had just been chatting amongst themselves. However, they were taken aback and unsure of what to do when they realized what had transpired. They decided that the best course of action at this point was to comply, so they filled the empty glass and plate in an effort to appease their enigmatic, unexpected visitor. Number 3, don't you believe? The business was about to close at 9 o'clock. Kelly, Ginny, and Valerie were the only ones at work. A stack of clothes dropped on the ground while they were tidying up the store. No girl had made contact with them. "It's most likely the spirit," Ginny remarked. "Very humorous," Kelly remarked. "Really," Valerie said in response. "He's a little boy. He enjoys playing." Kelly believed they were making fun of her because she was younger, so she continued to not take them seriously. However, she noticed a small boy's reflection in the mirror next to her as she entered the bathroom to retrieve her keys so she could go. Her keys were on the floor when she turned to look back. Number 2, dogs always find a way. Following the passing of her dog Bo, Anna began to always carry his picture with her. She was utterly devastated when she misplaced the photo since she loved Bo more than anything. Living in a large metropolis, Anna was certain she would never find it. However, she discovered the picture in the closet next to Bo's old leash when it was time for his birthday the next year. "Good dog, Bo," she whispered. Number 1, recognition. A man was traveling down an abandoned road on a chilly January night. The snow was getting heavier and faster, becoming a storm. However, this individual wasn't the only one on the road. A second man was following him. Both guys exited their cars after the other man signaled him to stop with a flick of his car lights. Giving the first man a pink scarf, the second man extended his hand. It was similar to his daughter's and was soft. The man who had given him the scarf had a dreadful smile and an even worse look in his eyes. The father, in a panic, threw himself back into his car and drove home, only to find the cops waiting for him. Thanks for watching. Those were 10 scary Halloween stories that will make you stay at home. Leave a like and comment if you think we missed anything, and we hope you have a scary day.